Hello everyone, you are welcome to the new video of this automation channel. So today we will learn about PDF automation. Okay, so we know that in all the organization and in all the industries, so PDF invoice or receipt taking is something which is required, and we create a single receipt or single invoice or single PDF. Okay, that will take very long time, but if uh, you have something automated, okay, then you can just create lakhs or thousands of PDFs uh, in a few seconds only. All right, so the first point is that to create a PDF we need some data in Excel or in CSV file, and then we need a template. So there are two things which are required. So let's have a look first of all that what kind of data I have for you. So I have some sample data here. Okay, so this is the data, and in this data you can see all the columns. You have to remember two things. First, there is no space allowed. Okay, so we are doing the mapping in the Word file, so space will not work sometime, or it might cause you some problem later on. So better if you keep some space, I mean some underscore or some kind of identifier between your column names. And the second thing is you have to check the column name. It should not have a space around as well because it should be same as we are creating in the mapping. So this is the CSV file you have seen. So CSV file you have the customer A, customer B, customer C, and customer DE. Okay. Now let's see the Excel file. Here is the Excel file, and Excel file you have customer AA, customer BB, customer CC, customer EE. So just for the variation, I have kept names like this. Okay. Now let's see what kind of template we have. So you see, this is our template, Word template. You know how to create template from Word, and this table is just copied from. For your easiness, I will do it once again. Okay, just give me a moment. Just unit sold, and here we will say sales price. Here we will say date. Okay, and then we will just create a normal Excel table. We will select this, and we will select one more row. Okay, we have to make this as header, so control B. I will do it bold. I will change the background color from here. I will take this color. I will change the font color from here. I will take white color. Okay, just copy this from here and paste on your Word file. Do not forget to delete this sheet one, because it will cause error in your data when you will run this. Okay, let's close this one. Delete this sheet because we have the table now. Okay, now you can just expand this table like this, or you can have n number of columns as per your requirement. Now let's have a look on the data. So which column we have to map here? These columns. I have done the mapping already for name, for country, and for product. So I want my country value to come here, I want my product value to come here, I want my name value to come here. Now let's see the data. It's name, country, product. Now I want this unit sold to come here. So double braces and unit sold. This is the mapping which we are doing. Placeholders we are creating. So remember the term placeholders. Okay, data placeholders basically. This is the column name. So purposely I have kept like this, that date is the name but data value is coming something else. So sometime it might be the scenario that you have the separate label but your data is something different. If you can select this and then centralize this, okay, select this down and then centralize this and then save the template. All right, so template is saved. So after saving the template, we have to create a project now. So let's open this PyCharm. Click on new project, and you can get a different option for creating new project. And then you can check this information. Okay, I will not be using the virtual environment. I will be using the system environment or system interpreter. Change the name of the project like PDF automation. Okay, and then I will click on create. Now let's close this data file, close this template. You understood how to set. So this can be the logo. I have just copied this image from somewhere and then I have pasted. So you can just change the image as per your requirement, however you want to. Okay, I will keep it like this for this tutorial as of now. All right, let's close the template. And so I have this is my project folder and I have my project here, and so I want to keep all the related files inside my project only. Okay, you go, here you go. Now next thing is that what do we need now? How we have the file, we have the template, how will it work? So we have to create a script now. So sometime you will not get this option, you will be having a screen like this. Okay, so you can create the project from here. I mean, you can have this extended from here, or sometimes you have to create new project from here. We have already created the project, so it is not required now. Now I will add one new python file. I'll right click on this project icon, I will go here and then I will click on this python file option. So create bulk invoice. Okay, so first thing which we required is library to work with anything. So here the library which we are going to use is the docxtpl. Okay, so how to install the library, that I have done a separate video for that. And as of now you can just go where you have installed your python, go in the scripts folder, select this one, entire path, and after selecting entire path, cmd, will get this screen. Pip install. Okay, pip install docxtpl template. Okay, so the package is installed successfully. Few of the requirements are already satisfied because while installing other libraries it came. All right, we have the library now. So now first thing that we have to read the data and then create the output. So I have done some code already. So now just now we have imported which library? Import, sorry, from docxtpl, import the caps, D is caps, docs template. And then this is to create the different template. Okay, I'll write here to create different plates. Okay, right. Now we need something data source. So if we are reading the data from CSV or we are reading the data from Excel file, we have to create a data source for that. So we for that we will use pandas. If you are not familiar with pandas, I have covered pandas in very detail in another video. So I am pasting the link of that video in this description. You can learn pandas and you can understand very well what it is. Import pandas as PD. Okay, so now we have both the things. So let me show you some code. So now the first thing is that we have to read this data, okay, and loop through all the rows which are available in this file. So here we go. So we have created data frame, and then data frame is created by reading a CSV file. All right, and here this code we have created a list, iterable list of out of this data frame, and then we have we will be able to access the rows one by one by this variable, and then we will be able to access the serial number by using this index. So index is like serial number of the row, 1 2 3, and a row is the entire data row. Okay, so now what we have done is we have created one variable customer name, CAUST name, and then we are giving this the value from the uh, data which is name. Okay, so now what is the name? Let me see. You can see name folder 1A. So this is the name folder. So this value should be printed. Let me run this code. This much only. Oh, sorry. I just forgot to print this. So you see all the names are here, which you can see here also. All right. So now data frame is working. We don't need this. We have checked that everything is working fine till here. Let's move to the next step. All right. So my template name is my template, and then I have converted data frame to the dictionary. This is to dictionary. You will understand. Okay, when you will learn pandas from my other video, and after creating from the dictionary, those records will be populated inside the template. Okay, and uh, then this is something like X record, one record, second record. So it's like that, and now so I need one folder. So what I will do is I will keep two different folders. One is for doc files, and when I will create in the later part of the video, I will create PDF also out of these things, out of this. So I will keep two folders. One is doc, POC, and then one more I will create PDF here, PDF. So it will be used later in the later stage of the video. So now let me run this program. You can see, yeah, so there is no error. Program is finished. So let's go to the folders now and see what's the output. Here is the doc folder. Okay, we have 5 invoice. Very good. Is for customer A. So let's go and check what is customer A data. He's from Canada. Here we have Canada. Product purchase is not properly mapped, I guess. Yeah, product purchase is not mapped. Let me see if there is something. Yeah, I think there is a space. So we have to remove this and then save the file. Okay, yes, save. Override the old file. Yes. Now let's run this once again. Open. Now this time we will have a look on customer B. Okay, let's open the data so that we can match it. Yeah, here we go. We have the data here. All right, so now let's go and check doc file. Yes, so now we can get, so we will check for customer B now. Customer B is from France and this is the product. France, this is the product. And then we have unit sold this many. We have sales price this much and then we have the date over here. All right. And then we will check one more. I will not waste your too much of time. So we will check for customer E. Okay. Customer E is from Mexico, Montana. Now let's go and check. Customer is in Mexico. What we have the product, and then we have 9 units, 898 and 5 Gen. 9 units, 898, 5 Gen. Now, if you want to do same thing for Excel, because we have data in Excel also, so let's have a look on the data first. Here is the data. Okay, so we have customer name like this. So differentiate the name from there. Okay. Now I'm sure that you would like to have a look on template also once again. So I will bold all the mapping things. Okay. This is the mapping. This is the mapping. This is the mapping. This is the mapping. And this one is also the mapping. This one is also the mapping. Right. Save this. Close this. Now let's run with the Excel. So what changes you have to do in the code for running from the Excel is only one line you have to change. I'll show you what. You have to disable this by putting a hash, and then you have to enter, do this, change this to read PDF to read Excel. Sorry, read CSV to read Excel. Go in your folder, check what is the name of your Excel file. Excel invoice and Excel underscore invoice underscore data. Here it is. Rename, copy the path, file name with extension, and mention your file name over here. Now let's run the same code. I hope you can see entire code on your mobile screen and you can easily practice it. Program run is success. Let's see what is the output in the folder. Doc file. Yeah, so you have double A, you have double B, you have double C, double D. Okay, we will check for only two double C first of all. Okay, so whatever we have, yeah. So you have noticed that I have bold all the mappings. Okay, you see here. So customer CC, let's go here. Customer CC, he is from Canada. Canada. You see Montana, product name, and then you see the unit sold. Okay, you can change the data type here. Automatically, data will be changed there also. And then you can see the price, sales price. And then you can sales price here. Sorry, this one is the sales price for customer CC. Okay, regen. We will check one more. Only first customer. AA. Okay, go for AA. Here is AA, and AA Canada is his address. Here's the data. AA Canada. This one is the product. This is the product, and unit sold 1600. This is the sales price. Just remember this 16.5 lakhs. Hope everything is clear so far. Okay. Now, next question comes that how will you create the PDF out of these doc files? So for that, I have a small code if and library. So first of all, we have to initialize the Word file, Word application inside our code. So for that, what we have to do is here we have the code initialize. So code is here for that initialization of MS Word. And yes, this video is only for the Windows users, so it will not work on MacBook or Linux. Okay, so which I have mentioned in the initial starting of the video. It will not work for any other user. All right. So we have a Word installed now. Now what we have to do is we have to convert the file from docs to PDF. Okay. Now let's write the code for that. Okay. So this is the So you have the code on your screen. So by this you can, so I told you that I will require this PDF folder. So we have all the files inside the project directory. There is a folder like doc, and then we have saved the doc files there. So we will be opening the doc file immediately once it is created. And so let's give some time. Also for that I have to import time. Import time so that it is saved properly. Okay. And dot sleep 1 second we will give. Okay, so and then so let's try. We got an error. Okay, so it is going into the Windows folder. So this library which is Word app is not able to recognize the folder. So what we have to do is we have to add the folder path, so complete folder path. So now since I know what is my folder path, so I can edit easily. But tomorrow if there is a scenario that you don't know the folder path and you are giving this script to multiple users, or converting the exe and giving the exe file to multiple users, then it will be difficult. So for that, what we will do is we will read the folder directory. There is a library called OS. From that we can always create take the dynamic library. So I will import OS first. Okay. Import OS, and then from OS I will read the library. So after importing OS, okay, I have can access the root directory, which is the folder project folder path basically. Get project. All right, so let's say tomorrow you are converting this script to exe and giving it to someone. So wherever he will keep this folder, okay, automatically that directory will be taken. So you don't have to do the changes in the code. So this is just I am keeping it for your reference. Okay, this will print the directory basically. Okay, so what we will do simply now is that this is the project folder path, and my doc folder is inside the project. So I'll just add this one from here, and I will add this. This is inside the root directory. Root directory you can just call as like project folder. Okay. So now let's trying doing this once again, and then one thing you should not forget, once this loop is over. Okay, so here is the loop. If you can just click on here, this plus sign, so 13, line number 13 and 33. So loop is getting over on 33. So what you should do is you should close this word app in the end, so that it allows you to copy the doc files. Okay. Out of the loop, close word application which we have started. Dot QUI. Now let's run this code. I will explain you one by one once it is successfully done. Yeah, so this is printing the path. I have just increased the size of this window. Okay, now let's go to the PDF folder path, PDF folder. So we have here PDFs are converted out of those Word files. Okay, so now this is done from which data? From Excel data. Now, if you want to do same thing for CSV, let's say, now we don't need this line anymore because you have seen. Okay, and yeah. So what we have to do, we have to just change the. So variable is same. Only source is changing again and again. So we will change the source this time. We have to comment this line and we have to activate this above line. Now it will be done. The PDFs will be created once again, and the so if you will remove this time sleep one, it will be faster. Okay. So, but it's again All right, so you have those PDFs also from CSV data. So you have all the PDFs converted, and in doc file you have all the doc files converted over here. So I hope that this video will be very useful for that. If you have any query or at any point of time, okay, just message, comment on the video, and please share this video to all who to whom this is useful, and support me to improve this channel faster. Thank you very much for your time.